What's up, everybody? This is Spectacular Smith, and welcome to the Spectacular Experience. What's up, everybody? This is Spectacular Smith, and this is your host of the Spectacular Experience. Today, I want to get into self-awareness. All right. I know you guys hear this word a whole lot, but today I want to break it down to you. See, a lot of you guys have these special abilities that you're just not tapping into, and understanding your actual greatness. You have to understand what you're weak at, because that gives you the ability to focus on what you need to focus on, because you're like, hey, I'm not great at that. So let me put focus on this. So I'd rather turn my 8 into a 10 versus to turning my 1 into a 2. And then I focus and double down, go all in on my strengths and my abilities to be great at these things that I'm great at. Become world class at that one thing. So figure out how to become the best at that, no matter what it costs, no matter what you got to do to just become amazing at that, and just tap into your abilities and accept your weaknesses. So if you know your weaknesses are, not being able to do numbers, right? You're not a numbers guy, but you are a creative person. Then I would focus on being super creative and figuring out all the ways possible I can actually tap into that to get as great as possible at that certain thing. All right. And leave the numbers to your accountant. So if you had a 1, you can figure out ways to hire around your weaknesses, or ways to put people around you to actually upgrade your weakness, so you can focus on your abilities to be great at, creating, if that was your actual thing that makes you great. And that will actually motivate you, because you're doing great. Motivate yourself, because if you try to focus on your weaknesses, you're tricking yourself. The last thing you want to do is trick yourself on something that you're just not good at. That's the worst thing to do. You're fooling yourself to say, hey, I'm going to become amazing at this one thing, when this is not even something that you need to even be focusing on. So you don't need to focus on the things that make you weak. Focus on the things that make you strong, and then take those strengths from great to world class. You know what I'm saying? We all got weaknesses. So if you just focus on your weaknesses, just trying to make that stronger, is that going to do you good? Yeah, a little bit. But if you take your 8 to 10, imagine what that would do for you. Imagine if you was a person who was okay at shooting free throws, but you went in the gym every single night and you shot 1,000 free throws. You dreamed about shooting free throws. The more practice and energy you're putting into that skill, you're going to become better and better and better. You're sharpening your iron, and you're keeping people around you that's going to help sharpen your iron even more, because iron sharpens iron. All right. So you want to make sure you're focusing on that, because now you went from an okay shooter to now you an amazing shooter, a world-class shooter, the best in the league, or the best in your division, or the best in whatever you're doing. You become amazing at that, because to master anything, you have to put at least 10,000 hours into it. So remember that. Become world-class at the thing that you're great at. The thing that God gave you as a gift, the thing that comes easy for you, that come harder for the next man. That's what you need to put focus on. Not the fact that, you're not able to crunch numbers good, or you're not able to divide or multiply, and you want to get a little better at that, so you become great at that, but that's not your skill set. Okay. If I'm good at being an entrepreneur and I'm a visionary, then I stick to being a visionary. You don't see me diving all in the accounting department, trying to do the person job in the accounting department, because if that's not what I'm good at, then that's just not what I'm good at. If I'm good at sales and marketing, I try to become the best of the best at sales, the best of the best at marketing. And every little time and chance I get to become better and better at that skill, I put a magnifying glass on those 2 skills, and I become better and better and better every day. So now I can smoke the competition. I can run laps around the competition where they can't even see me, because I left them so far, because I just focused on this one skill set, this one niche, or these few skill sets that's going to kill it. So I would rather be, a master at something than a jack of all trades and a master at none. So don't fool yourself. Focus on what you're good at, and tap into those abilities that's going to make you great, make you world class. All right. Because don't trick yourself. That's the last thing you want to do. I'm going to say it over and over again. Put focus on it. carve out a time frame every single day to do this certain thing and get those reps in. I read the book Total Recall by Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he said how he became so successful in business and in everything that he did is because he applied what he did in bodybuilding to business. And what did he do? He created, a system where he did more sets, more reps. If he wanted to look better than his competition when it came down to compete, he knew he was going to look better than them because he did more reps, more sets. He put more time in the gym than them. He came to the gym in the morning. He went to the gym at night and he put more reps, more sets because he knew that other bodybuilders was going in, and they was going hard. He never underestimated them because he knew they was going to go hard. So what he did, he went harder than them. He put in, hours more than the competition put in. And instead of him doing 5 sets, he did 8 sets. And instead of him doing, 10 reps, he did 15 reps. And he did it over and over and over again. And he stayed consistent with it. And he stayed disciplined. All right. And he did it over and over again. And he focused on it. He did more reps, more sets, more reps, more sets. And he applied that to the movie industry. He told himself, I want to become the #1 paid actor. And what happened? He became the #1 paid actor because he put in more time. He practiced his scripts. He went over and over again. He put himself in positions to become great at that skill. He practiced his lines, and he went overtime on his skill of acting. He wanted to learn another language. He was a foreigner, right? He came to America. He didn't even know English. He put the time and energy in to learning English, and he went all in on it, put all his chips in, and he went overboard, more reps, more sets, and he put that overtime in and did what the competition did not want to do. He wanted to be in the politics. What he did, he studied every single thing possible about politics. He had, politicians as friends. He studied everything. He read books about it. He did everything possible to actually learn about politics. And he told himself he wanted to be great at it. And what he did, he became the governor for the biggest state in the United States because he applied the same methods. All right. He focused on what he was good at. He didn't go in there and try to be, a basketball player. He focused on what his body, what he knew he was good at is going in the gym. He used that to his advantage and actually executed on his vision. All right. So I want everybody to go out there and focus on what you're good at. Figure out what that is. You know what it is. Don't fool yourself on picking something that you're not good at. Pick something that you're good at, that people know you're good at. People tell you all the time that, man, this is your gift. So just be honest with yourself on what your strengths and your weaknesses are. Because when you can be real with yourself, that's when you start seeing the magic happen. But the last thing you want to do is trick your damn self because you know exactly what you're horrible at and you know exactly what you're great at and you know exactly what you can get better at. All right. So put focus on that and then you'll start seeing these flowers blossom. All right. You want to see your flowers blossom. I don't want to see these cocoons every goddamn where. Get out the cocoon, and get out your comfort zone and start doubling down on your strengths and then watch the butterfly pop out. Make sure you tell somebody who needs to hear this and, share it out to your friends. Post it on your social media. It could be on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever you feel like it's the best place to post this at. Send a text message to your friends, to your colleagues, whoever needs to hear this. Let's go.